Cheer up, Brian. You know you can count on me for help.
Thanks, Sushi. You're wonderful. Anyway, I gotta try and find Johnny's old trailer. We know it's around here somewhere, and I'm sure I'll find clues in it leading me to the money.
An old trailer? I don't remember seeing one, but the truth is that I don't leave Douglasville except to go into the city for provisions. Maybe Rutger or Saturn know something.
Yeah, I'll go talk to them. See you around, Sushi.
Okay, see you soon.
Hey, Rutger.
Hey, how was that yummy cocktail I made for you?
Great, it worked fine. But I assure you, I don't plan on trying it again.
Well, whatever.
Hey, do you remember seeing a trailer around somewhere during your plant gathering expeditions?
A trailer? No, I don't remember seeing any trailer, man.
I'll just go on my way, Rutger. See ya!
See ya!
Hello, Saturn. How's it going with the idea blasting helmet?
Hello, BB. The helmet is excellent, amazing. The only problem is the Great Desequa,
The what?
the statue I had hanging on the crane. It's disappeared. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Me? No, not a clue. It's so odd, don't you think?
Yeah, well, I hope it's just one of Rutger's little practical jokes, though he assured me he knows nothing.
Don't worry, I'm sure it'll turn up.
I hope so.
Hey, when you've gone out looking for raw materials, did you happen to see a trailer?
I think I recall seeing an old trailer one time. Yes, but it didn't seem like anyone lived in it. It looked abandoned.
And where was that, Saturn? Don't you remember? It's really important.
Well, let me think. That must have been 7 or 8 months ago. And at that time, I was involved in a project for which I needed a large quantity of clay. So I was in search of argillaceous zones. By the way, have I mentioned a simply amazing work? The construction of an exact replica of the city of Florence in the second half of the 14th century. Splendor of Florence. It's one of my greatest works. You see, I was trying to capture the spirit that...
Listen, Saturn, that's interesting and all, but I'm in kind of a hurry. I'll drop by later so you can fill me in on your great work, but please just tell me where you saw that trailer for now.
All right, I shall. It was on the other side of Painted Canyon Gulch, to the south of Douglasville, about 1 hour away from here.
Okay, I hope I can find it.
You should really reflect on your life, BB. You always seem to be searching for something you don't have.
We'll discuss that later, Saturn. See you soon.
Ciao.
Ha! There's the trailer. No doubt about it. That's gotta be the one. Okay, let's see what I find around here. What a wreck. I don't think the engine will even start up. Impossible. It's locked up tight. No, I don't think that'll open the door. Sure. By using it as a lever, I might get that door open. It worked! I'm in. Let's see what I find inside. Ugh, what a stench! Place is a mess. I'd better move fast and get out of here as soon as possible. It's just filled with old clothes. I won't find any clues in there, just old clothes and some blankets. Don't see anything tasty, just some leftovers and a couple of empty bottles. It's as big of a mess as the rest of this disgusting trailer. How weird. This looks like a nun's habit. No, why would I want to take that? Plus, I'm very respectful about that sort of thing. It's full of papers. Okay, I'll just rummage through these papers. This looks interesting. It's an advertisement for a bank. That may be where the money is. Sushi!
Hey, Brian. Anything newsy?
I found Johnny's trailer.
How cool! And did you find any clues leading to the money?
Yeah, I found a brochure for a maximum security bank in the trailer. I'd appreciate it a lot if you could investigate it on the internet and find out about the bank.
Sure, that's a cinch. I'm gonna finish a little job I'm wrapped up in, and then I'll get right to it. Leave the brochure on the desk, please.
Okay, thanks, Sushi.
No problem. I'll report back later. Brian, come on up, fast! I've got some really juicy news.
I'm coming. So, what did you find out?
First of all, I investigated what type of bank the brochure you found is for. It's not any conventional bank. The customers rent safety deposit boxes to keep their stuff in. Money, jewelry, antiques, whatever. They don't have to give any explanation at all of what's deposited inside. And I assure you, the place is a veritable fortress. I need not say that there has never been a robbery or even an attempted robbery.
Then, do you think Johnny put the money there?
Well, it's a possibility. This type of bank charges its customers a fortune, and in turn they pay astronomical taxes to the government in exchange for certain immunity. I mean, the police have no access to lists of customers or the items on deposit. That undoubtedly makes it a pretty safe place to stash money. Using my amazing skills, I broke into the bank's database, but I didn't see the name Johnny anywhere on the list of customers. That doesn't surprise me. If Johnny wanted to hide the money there, I'm sure he was more concerned about throwing the Sandrettis off than the police. But what really gave me a big clue was the security system used at the Mojave Bank. When customers rent a safety deposit box, they receive no key or magnetic card whatsoever. Nothing. What they do is perform a fingerprint analysis. And when customers want to access the box, they just place their index finger on a scanner for the computer to identify their fingerprint. And then they're let in. You catch my drift?
Yeah, you're thinking of the bottle of formaldehyde I found in the sacred crypt.
There you go. Then I researched the police databases, and I entered Johnny's full name, John Tawangyama. I verified that he showed up dead in a New York alley 2 days ago. I kept following the lead of his last name, which obviously isn't very common, and I found an interesting bit of info. 4 years back, a woman's corpse floated up in the Green Gila River. When they checked her identity, she turned out to be Sister Juana Buenadicha of the Santa Clara Mission in California. She'd been strangled and thrown into the river.
A nun? No way! How was she connected to all this?
Juana Buenadicha is the name she took when she entered the order. That woman was an Indian, though, and her real name was Mary Tawangyama.
Was she related to Johnny?
It was his twin sister. Guess what was missing from the body when they found it?
I bet it was her right index finger.
Bingo! And whose name do you think the safety deposit box at the Mojave Bank was rented to for 10 years?
Sister Juana Benedicha?
Exactly. It all fits together now. Johnny made his sister rent the safety deposit box at the Mojave Bank and put all the money there. I don't think he planned on killing her in the beginning, but by the end, he was afraid she would betray him while he was in prison. That scoundrel preferred not to risk it, so he strangled his own sister, cut her finger off, and tossed the body into the river. I guess he thought it wouldn't be hard to disguise himself as a nun and use his sister's finger to take out the money when the time came. Hiding the finger in the sacred Hopi crypt seems a bit unlikely, but I think he was running out of time by then, and he needed a safe place to keep the finger for all of the years he was going to be locked up in jail. He knew about the crypt, and it seemed like a good solution. I suppose that what he never counted on was that the Sandrettis would get suspicious and go after him the minute he was released from prison.
Good work, Sushi. I'm amazed.
Thanks. Well, I don't think there's anything to stop you from taking the money using the plan Johnny already cooked up. Just to be on the safe side, it would be better for Gina to dress up as Juana Buenadicha. She can put on a nun outfit and use the finger. I don't think she'll have any trouble taking out the cash. These banks are famous for not asking lots of questions.
Sushi, it's only fair for you to get some of the money. You've definitely earned your share. I don't really need it.
No, Brian. You know, I don't like to talk about this, but I've actually got a lot of my own money already. I inherited a truckload and won't be able to spend it all if I live 1,000 years. I'm not interested in money, probably because I've never needed it. That's just me. Don't think twice, Brian. Have Gina get the money and start a new life. You just have to get a nun costume, and that shouldn't be a problem.
Wait, now I remember. When I was in Johnny's trailer, I saw a nun's habit on a hanger.
How evil. I'm sure it was his sister's habit. Well, all the better. Go get that habit and you're ready. But don't leave without saying goodbye.
Of course not, Sushi. Before picking up Gina to leave, I'll come by and say farewell. See ya!
See you, Brian.
Okay, but it gives me the creeps to take it. Think of that poor woman killed by her own scoundrel of a brother. I think we're in luck. The habit is just Gina's size. Okay, all set. Now for the money. Hey, I hear the sound of an engine in the distance. I think a car is approaching. It might be dangerous. I'd better hide just in case.